Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I just went to Wicked for Good for the second time in theaters and I wanted to journal my thoughts about it. So today I'm painting my journal pink and green, and then I'm putting in some stickers and writing my thoughts. My sister just bought me this cute pack of Wicked stickers, so I'm excited to use those in my journal. And I'm also really excited to try out the paint because this is a new journal brand that I haven't ever tried before, and so I don't know if it holds up to paint well or not. I'm using watercolor paint to start my journal, just making a green corner and a pink corner at the bottom. And then the stickers that I'm using I think are from Amazon, possibly Temu. I can double check with my sister, but my sister gave them to me as an early Christmas present and I think they're so cute. So I'm excited to use them in my journal today and just have fun and relax by journaling. I loved this movie so much. So I saw the play at London at West End a year and a half ago. That was my first experience with Wicked. I've never been to the play. I'd never really heard the songs. Possibly Popular I had heard before, but that was about it. I hadn't really heard any more songs, and yeah, I didn't know much about it, but I saw the play in London a year and a half ago and just absolutely loved it. Have been obsessed with the Broadway music ever since, and I just loved the story so much. It was beautiful, it resonated with me, and ever since I've been obsessed with the music. And I was so excited for last year for the first Wicked movie to come out, and it was phenomenal. And then I've been so excited for part 2 to come out, and I do have some thoughts about it, some things that I didn't love, but for the most part, I loved it, and I thought they did a great job in part 2. And yeah, I went away from the movie really happy. There are some things in the play. The play is just so fast. Like, I literally left the play a year and a half ago, walked out of the play and was like, okay, they had the Tin Man and they had the Scarecrow. Where was the lion? And my friend who went with me to the play was like, what are you talking about? It was the little lion cub. Like, the play just goes so fast, and it's mostly about the songs. You mostly go to the play for the songs. So there's just a lot of story that I feel like is just rushed through in the play. Like, I literally didn't even pick up on the lion cub being the cowardly lion in the end. And I think in the play that's like a couple lines in a song, like you really don't know. Or maybe it was just me who didn't pick up on the lion cub, but I do feel like the play rushes through a lot because it has a very limited time and wants to give the songs the time to shine. So there's just a lot of story that you just miss with the play. So I really like that the movies get to take more time and explain the story and really give Wicked the time it needs to be awesome. So I do like that the movies make it more accessible for everyone to watch and that they draw out the story a little bit more. There are a couple new songs in Wicked for Good that aren't in the Broadway play. I don't actually think they add that much. Like, I have issues with No Place Like Home, and Girl in the Bubble was like cute, but I felt like the placement was kind of weird because it breaks up the March of the Witch Hunters song, which I feel like is such a cool, powerful song, and breaking it up, I don't know that was the smartest move because you lose some of the power behind the song. But I did like the song, and it was cool that Glinda got another song, but I also felt like Thank Goodness really was enough for her character in terms of what Girl in the Bubble talks about. So I don't know, I wasn't super impressed with that song. And then No Place Like Home was like fine. Cynthia Erivo does a terrific job, so the song itself was good. But in the play version, when Elphaba and Fiyero leave at the end of the play, they are going to go help the animals still. And I feel like that that distinction is ruined in the movie, because in the movie she goes with Fiero to go live there happily ever after, and the animals come back to Oz, and Glinda's the new leader, and it's great, and that was cute. Like, yes, I'm glad the animals are back in Oz, but my sister, who has never seen the play, was like confused as to why Elphaba would give up on her dream of helping the animals, her cause, and just because people don't believe her yet, and that's been a lot of time, and she wants to be with Fiero, she just gives up on her cause and goes to live with Fiero alone, and the animals come back to Oz. Like, she ended up being super confused as to why Elphaba would change her mind and give up on the animals, in a sense, after singing this song that there's no place like home, and it's really important to stand up and fight for what you believe in. But never mind, just kidding, I'm gonna actually leave with Fiero and not stand up for what I've been believing in for 2 movies. Like, it just didn't fit great, which, yes, I see the message of the song, but at the same time, my sister's point is valid, that then Elphaba's just kind of giving up on her dream, and it kind of makes the ending go against her character, and I feel like that wouldn't be an issue, and that wouldn't be an issue with the story had they not included the song No Place Like Home. But when they included the No Place Like Home and then made all the animals come back to Oz, which is different from the play, it just kind of ruined that whole character arc for Elphaba. I feel like, yeah, it was confusing why she would then just leave, but that's how the play ends, so I feel like they were trying to push something with No Place Like Home, but then it just makes Elphaba's character a little flat. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. But other than those 2 songs, I really loved the movie. I thought they did phenomenal with As Long As You're Mine, and For Good, I sobbed every time I hear For Good. I just love that song so much, and they nailed it. It was so good. My favorite song out of the whole play is Thank Goodness, and they did so good with it. I was so happy they did it justice. They did take out one line that Madame Morrible sings, and like, I feel like it's an important line, so that part I didn't love that they didn't include it, because I feel like it's important for Glinda's character, and you learn a little bit more about Madame Morrible, I feel like, through that line, but they took out that line. But besides that one line, Thank Goodness really was phenomenal. I guess it's just maybe John and Chu's directing, but they definitely split songs up, and they'll like add in action scenes. And they did this with the last movie too, so it's not anything new, but it definitely breaks up the power behind the songs that I feel like in the Broadway play you don't, like, you get the full amazing song, whereas in the movie it kind of breaks it up and you lose some of that momentum. So I guess moral of the story is that I'm still probably going to prefer the Broadway version, because the songs are just so good, and the songs in the movie are really great. They do a great job, but they aren't as powerful as the Broadway version, so I think I will still enjoy my Broadway version. Not that I won't listen to the movie, I probably will do both, but I still prefer the Broadway version. But yeah, I was just so happy with it. I was like, very few complaints, and I think that they did it justice, and I'm grateful that this story is more accessible. It's now a movie, and that's really cool. And it definitely doesn't take away from the Broadway play. I feel like I will still want to go to the Broadway play. West End did a fabulous job, and I want to go visit New York and go see it on Broadway too. I think that would be awesome. But I ended up loving the movie. I was so grateful for some of the choices that they made. I feel like including Glinda in the Wonderful song was super positive. That was a super good change, because in the Broadway one, it's kind of a skippable song, because it's just the wizard singing about how wonderful he is, and it's just kind of annoying after a little bit. But having Glinda there, I feel like that made Elphaba's desire to join the wizard a little bit more believable, and Glinda made it more fun, and gave not only Elphaba, but also the audience a reason to want Elphaba to join the wizard. Because when I was watching the play version at West End, I was like, why would she ever join the wizard? But I feel like adding Glinda to that scene added so much to the song, and I liked that change. I also love what they did with Nessa Rose. I thought that was really cool. They did phenomenal on the Tin Man. Like, Bach was so good and terrifying, and it was awesome. I was impressed. I was impressed with the world building and the sets. I'm impressed with the songs. I ended up leaving very impressed with the movie. I do have some small complaints, but the movie was great. Definitely go listen to the Broadway music if you haven't, because that is so much better. But the movie was great. Most of my complaints are me just comparing the Broadway and the movie. But I loved the movie and left the theater very happy. It was so good.